Hey guys, welcome back for another episode of the Crypto Forecast. It's been a while since my last video, but I feel I'm repeating myself all the time. So I actually wanted to wait for my next video to call the top of this rally, because other than that, it's just repeating myself. So I'm just going to do a quick update here and explain what I am personally waiting for to see in the charts before I call the top of this rally. So basically, I have two main signals that I'm looking at, actually three. The third one is market sentiment, which we talk about this a lot in this channel as well. I still see a lot of skeptics, still a lot of people just waiting for the dump, just waiting for a correction. So people is basically waiting in the sidelines. Which tells me everybody wants to buy, but nobody wants to sell. So based in, in this market sentiment metric, it also makes me more bullish. But the other two indicators are mainly volume, and I'll tell you what I'm waiting for to see in the charts regarding to volume before I call the top of this rally, or before I think we are close to top here. And when I say to top, I mean top and have a reasonable correction. Because these little sideways movements here, like minor corrections and sideways movement, I'm not gonna call this a top. Maybe a temporary top, but when I say call the top of this rally, I mean expecting to have a big size correction after that. So what I'm waiting for is to see capitulation volume in the upside. So far, the volume is very stable. And if anything is going down, because every spike of volume here is lower than the previous one. I cross-checked in other exchanges and the volume looks very similar. So the volume is not increasing. It's not really decreasing. You cannot say like it's tightening, because it's not really tightening, but it's a stable, right? It's just normal, stable volume here. So what I'm waiting for to see is this. If we go to the previous bear market, well, here it went sideways for a while. And you see here at the top of the rally, you see capitulation volume. You see a very big spike of volume, and it's not only one spike of volume, but it's the volume increasing as it tops. So what you would want to see is the volume increasing, and then the last candle, the top candle, with the biggest spike of volume, and this signals a reversal. This signals a temporary top here. Same thing happened here. If you see, here the volume went down a lot, but if we zoom in here, you can see as it approaches the top, you can see the volume is at least increasing, and here it was way above the average. This orange line that goes through the volume bars is the average volume. So you see how the volume goes well above the average, and it increases, and it starts to increase. And at the top, this top candle here was this higher volume here. Yeah, not super high, but you see how the volume is increasing as it tops, And then the same happens in the downside. You see when it starts to crash, and then you have capitulation volume pretty much near the bottom, and that it usually indicates a reversal, which means because it's crashing down, it's going to reverse back up, and so on. And here, see the same. The bottom candle here, boom, capitulation volume, which signals a reversal, and then it continues to, it continues its way. So what I'm waiting to see here is, let's see here, something similar here as well. You see here the volume started to increase, but because the volume was at the bottom after such long consolidation, this is not capitulation volume, this is breakout volume. When you see spikes of volume at the bottom, this indicates a breakout, and it indicates that it's breaking out in the upside. And then as it tops, you see the volume here is going up, but the volume is pretty stable. And then as it approaches the top, the volume starts to increase, and then boom, the highest volume is here at the top, and then this indicates a reversal. And the next candle, the volume is even higher. So you see how all the volume is here at the top, part of it is green volume and part of it is red volume, but you see the big volume is at the top. This indicates a reversal, and then here what happens, boom, the thing goes down, and then again, boom, capitulation volume at the bottom, and this indicates a reversal, and so it reverses back up while the volume goes back to stabilizing here, and so on and so forth. So that's what I'm waiting for to see. In the current situation, I don't see volume increasing. I mean, you could say it's increasing now, so maybe if we continue parabolic and this thing goes, goes higher than this previous peak here, then yes, I'm gonna start, maybe I'm gonna think, okay, we're topping here. Like, we could easily go up to, I don't know how high, guys. I don't want to give targets because I don't have any target in the upside. But if this continues to go parabolic, let's say we consolidate here for a couple days and then boom, we break out parabolic again, really parabolic, and you see the volume, has been increasing on the way, and then the last candle is a high, spike volume candle like this or like this, then yes, I'm going to be calling the top of, the rally, a temporary top by probability. Maybe, but until I don't see, volume increasing, I'm not going to be expecting a top here. I'm waiting to see volume. Now, we do have obvious resistance at almost $12,000. I think it's around 11,700 more or less. It comes from this peak here, from the bear market. So yeah, we're going to have obvious resistance. Do I think this resistance is going to crash us all the way down? As it looks right now, I don't think so. I think it's more likely it will just get stuck here for maybe days, weeks, months, who knows. But because I don't see capitulation volume, I don't expect, and plus we already had all this consolidation here. So the maximum I would expect here, maybe if we touch this resistance here, maybe come down to retest around 10,000, which is when the prices started to go parabolic, and just consolidate between 10,000 and 12,000 more or less, and then eventually continue on the way up until I see the volume starts to increase. So yeah, volume is my first signal that I'm waiting for. And then the second one is Google Trends, the Google Trends chart. This is the interest from people for Bitcoin on Google searches. How many people is searching on Google for the word Bitcoin? And we are all the way down here. So we are nowhere near the FOMO areas up here. So yeah, I don't see FOMO volume, and I don't see FOMO in in Google searches. So this signals to me we don't need to be correcting, because we are all the way down here at the bottom for interest. When the interest is very low is when usually smart money gets interested, and that's probably what's driving this run. In my opinion, I think the fundamental reasons for this run are all the currency instability in South America. The trading volume for Bitcoin and probably for all the cryptos is huge, and it's growing exponentially in South America because of all the local currency problems. And also, smart money are buying now. Smart money who's been waiting, for this correction, from 20,000, they've been waiting until when? Well, until the interest is low. And then when the interest is low is when they get interested and they start buying big stocks. So for me, this rally, it's totally justified. I don't think it's FOMO. I don't see FOMO volume, and I don't see FOMO here in the general interest from the public. So yeah, I'm not worried. Personally pretty confident holding my crypto and not taking any profits. Of course, nothing is guaranteed. That's why we have to, continue to check the charts every day, and we need to be on top of it. But for now, I'm feeling pretty comfortable. If anything changes, I'll update. And yeah, of course, I will update first for premium members and then on YouTube. But in general, I continue to hold. I continue to assume continuation. I have been saying for a long time that if you are not, you don't have a big enough allocation in crypto, it was a good idea to do dollar cost average. I said it when we were consolidating here at 5,000, and I said it multiple times in some of my videos on YouTube, all the way So, I mean, ideally you would have been doing it from before. But, in short, I wouldn't be waiting for a big correction, because that maybe not come for a long time. But yeah, maybe not. I could be wrong as well. So we'll continue to update. That's all for the video of today. Thank you very much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.